Hello, how's everyone doing today? So, hello everyone, and welcome to our weekly live. Tonight, we are tackling a topic that's probably on everyone's mind as the year wraps up. I don't know, some of us are still in holiday spirits, but it's tax season upon us coming very, very fast. Right after this holiday's over, right into tax season. So whether you're a seasoned entrepreneur or just starting, tax preparation can feel very overwhelming, but it really doesn't have to be. And I'm telling you, as an accountant here, it doesn't. I feel like a lot of people in our industry try to make it as complicated as possible, but I'm going to go over today why it does not have to be so freaking overwhelming, okay? So I'll give everyone time to come in. If you're joining, let us know where you're joining from, the name of your business, where you're like what state you're in, and just say hi. Love to have you here. So while we're doing that, let me just introduce myself. I'm Corrine Wright, the owner of Faith Accounting Consulting Services. I'm an accountant for over 15 years now, and I'm here to help small businesses. And we also work with individuals with tax preparation and small business accounting. And we all do this virtual. So wherever you are in the United States of America, we can help you, okay? So let me set the stage for today's discussion with a story about one of my clients, a mompreneur named Lisa. So Lisa is a busy mom of three and runs a successful online boutique selling handmade kids clothing. She's passionate about her business, but amidst bookkeeping and taxes are her least favorite parts of being an entrepreneur. Last year, Lisa waited until the last minute to organize her receipts and financials. She ended up spending sleepless nights piercing together expenses, and she missed out on key deductions and faced unnecessary stress. But this year, she decided to approach things a little bit differently with consistent record keeping and guidance. Lisa not only filed her taxes, are not only filing her taxes early, but also discovered savings she didn't even know she qualified for. So she used those savings to invest back into her business and even treat herself to a family vacation. I know some of you were like, okay, that's bogus. She did not file her taxes already. So we, as preparers and accountants, we already have our softwares up and running. So her being only a small business owner, we're able to get her documents ready. I know my business, we're basically done with any more income coming in or any expenses. So we basically know what we need to do for taxes, like what our tax obligations is at this point. Another trick that you can always use is that you can still use, like, if you are only like you have no other income coming, just your business, you can use things like TurboTax and go on there and file to see where your numbers are going to look like. That's a fun fact that a lot of people don't know. So stories like Lisa shows how little preparation can go a long way. So today I'll share practical tips to help you reduce tax season stress and maximize savings, just like Lisa did. So number one, stay organized year round. So you want to keep your financial records in order throughout the year. Use tools like accounting software to track income, expenses, and receipts. Next, number two, take advantage of deductions. Many business owners miss deductions like home office expense, internet, and phone bills, and even travel expense. So when I say home office expenses, you also want to make sure you're tracking those things as well if you do have your business in your home. So you do not want to miss out on those things. You're not going to put it with your record keeping like in your accounting system, but you're also going to have it in its own area. So when it comes down to um, taking this deduction, you'll have all the information ready. Next is number three, separate business and personal finances. So you want to use a dedicated business bank account and credit cards to make tracking easier. You don't want to have, you don't need to have your personal checking account used to buy things with your business. What you want to do is, if that's the case, if you're ever going to need some money from your personal to purchase anything for business, you want to transfer that over to your business checking account to make those purchases. Or if you did use your card, you also want to make sure your business bank account can transfer the money over to your personal if that ever happened, like a mistake. Okay. Number four, You want to review and reconcile regularly. So schedule time each month to review your financials, ensuring everything is accurate and up to date. The reconcile part is key. That's going to save a lot of money, save you from fraud, and it's also going to save you from, for instance, if you are doing your accounting system and by some way, some fluke, you had things come in there double, that's going to help save, like, you might have double income. You don't want to be paying taxes on double income. So you want to make sure you are making sure everything is accurate and is matching your bank accounts. Okay. Number 5, consult a professional. Sometimes it's worth bringing an accountant or a tax expert to ensure you're fully compliant and taking advantage of all available credits and deductions. I even say throughout the year, you might want to hire a bookkeeper throughout the year, because that's going to help now. Like, it's going to help you during tax season if your records are in order from day one. So that's where I want to start with that. Okay. Now, if anyone has any questions, hi, Quill, how are you? T and Quill and Ink Notary, thank you for joining us today. It's a pleasure to have you. But if you have any questions, please put it in the comments section on Instagram, and I'll be able to answer it if you have any questions at this time. But that's it. So we do have one question that came in through our PM private messaging. What are the most overlooked deductions small business owners miss? Some commonly overlooked deductions include home office, like I explained earlier, mileage for business travel, professional development courses, and even software subscriptions like QuickBooks or Canva. So keeping a list of all these potential deductions and updating throughout the year can help ensure nothing is missed. Another one that's missed a lot is we hire people to do work for us and we don't put that in. Like, you hire someone to do something like a graphic design or something like that, you forget to add it to your deduction. So things like that always do get missed. My next question I have: how far back do I need to keep my financial records for tax purposes? The IRS recommends that keeping financial records for at least 3 years. But however, if you file a claim for a loss or there's a case of fraud, you might need to keep records for up to 7 years. Okay. Hello. Next question. Hey, Hallows, how are you? Question number 3. Hold on, just trying to pull it up on the screen. Should I hire a tax professional or try to handle everything myself? I'm an outsource queen, so right now I'm preparing to outsource my laundry. So this question is, I'm gonna be honest with you. I take my own advice. So it all depends on the complexity. I say yes. If you can afford it, get it done. But it depends on the complexity of your business. So if you're dealing with multiple revenue streams, employees, or large deductions, a tax professional can help you maximize savings and stay compliant. For simple setups, softwares like TurboTax or QuickBooks can be sufficient with proper preparation. I say TurboTax. I love the TurboTax and QuickBooks married to one another, because you can actually just integrate your QuickBooks straight into TurboTax and it just does everything for you. That's one thing. It's very simple. And then if you are hiring a tax professional, make sure your tax professional is very passionate about this and they're not just in it for the money and they're just doing taxes. Just, it's tax season. They can make a quick how much money they make throughout the year, but making sure it's someone that's very seasoned and it's also understands your industry and wants to help you and maximize savings and things like that. Not maximize refunds, but maximize savings, because that's another story. But refunds is another thing, but savings is what we're looking for. The goal is to pay as little as possible to the IRS and also not to have to get as much as a refund from the IRS either. It's like one of the simplest. You want to get as close to zero as possible. So that is that with the questions. Are there any more questions out there in the chat? Sorry, I was watching Kaisa not like for the whole month of last month. So I'm gonna be like, hey chat, W's in the chat. Sorry, but that was what I was doing last month. I don't even know what to watch no more. All month. I miss Kai and my nephew, Rock High. He's not my nephew, but he's my internet nephew. But I'm missing it. But anyway, but remember, tax season doesn't have to be a time of dreadfulness. Like you don't have to dread this time. Just be proactive. With that approach, you can feel confident and even find opportunities to save money. That's what we're here to help you figure that part out. By us having some clean books, we can take a look and see how we can help you save even more money. So before I do end, I want to remind you about the upcoming free webinar on the beneficial owner information on December 17th. I know there's some news out there that it has been halted, but this webinar is something we were planning anyway, so we're going to still go with the webinar. So if you're still going to go file, please remember to register for that webinar. It's going to be like an action-packed session. You don't want to miss that. And if you are a business owner, don't forget to prepare your 1099s by the deadlines. So that's basically it. Everyone enjoy yourself. I should be back next week on the 20th, and that'll probably be the last live for the year. But enjoy your holidays. Enjoy the rest of the year. Let's be productive and finish this out with a bang, everyone. Have a good one. Bye. Hello.